we have another damaged box. This one, not as damaged as the last one. Looks like the seals are all good, but pretty squishy. The last box was a little light on what I would consider hits, and I think this box will help indicate whether or not there's something fishy going on. Though, I'm not gonna lie, the packs all felt good, unless the boxes themselves are repacked, which they may be. I mean, you look at these packs and they look, I don't know. Packs look fine. If you opened up the boxes and you found a legendary and then just repacked all the rest of the packs, maybe, I don't know. It's just, it's a little shifty, but we're gonna see how this one behaves, and that will give a good indication. So let's rip this open. As before. Huh. Before, we'll just rip through them pretty quick. See what we got. And nothing. I'll pay attention to this a little bit, because like, these feel good. They feel like they haven't been manipulated. They're tight against the... I don't see anything weird there. I don't know. There's not enough money in Flesh and Blood, I really feel like, to be doing that kind of weird, wonky stuff to packs yet. So, like, I just don't know. Maybe I'm being a little crazy here. So, we got ourselves Succumb to Winter, Eisenhower, another Eisenhower foil, and then nothing here. So, I'm probably just being a little paranoid because it seems a little off. And I did get the boxes very cheap, so there is that. So we got ourselves Red Hot Vipox, which is our first mythic, Brother in Arms, and then our last two cards, a double Phoenix Flame. That's a strange one. Not typically something like that. I've been drafting this more than anything else, and I'm gonna say it's been very fun to draft. The draft has been pretty good. It's been very fun. The guys I've been playing with are very fun. I'm really into the art. I've been doing a lot of card sorting and that kind of thing as of late. We got our Semblance. This is a cool card, actually. Really good against Prism, which seems to be falling out of favor very quickly here too. We got a Rise from the Ashes, which is a good rare. She is about to hit Living Legend, which is going to put her out of the Classic Constructed meta. And good riddance. She's a really cool. She's really cool. Actually, that Semblance will work against the dragons too. She has been quite the powerhouse since Bravo left, and even while Bravo was on his stomp once per turn. Yeah, so Chromai. So if Semblance turns that Phantasm off of all of that stuff, which we got a Marvel, which I'm gonna immediately say we're in better shape than we were, because we did just pull Chromai, the Marvel cold foil, which unless they missed it, this is the same dragon, but this is the Marvel version. They kind of give it that fuller art here, and then when you transform it, like the other one, you end up with this really pretty full art card with a treated border. Really good looking art, like foiling process. It's very excellent. They've done a miraculous job on those cards, and they really pop. So I'm starting to think maybe we have we actually got some untampered with boxes, which pretty good. Transmogrify, we got ourselves Miragi, Flameborn Retribution, and then Covered and nothing there. Those marbles, while they're not incredibly difficult to pull, they've been holding their value at that $20 to $30 range, I think, for most of them. The mythic level marbles go a little higher. Fandel's Fighting Spirit, Rapid Reflexes, and Soaring Strike. And Dromai and Fee. The mythic dragons, they're going for a pretty penny, and rightly so. They're very, very strong. Look at that Freezing Point as our mythic, and we got ourselves Aether Hail, which, oh, look at how cool that looks. It's another one of my favorite cards in foil. Certain cards I wish they would do in cold foil, and this is one of them. I like the Icelanders spell effects in foiling. It looks really good, and I mean, obviously Dromai looks pretty good too. She has a bunch of dragons that look excellent when they did the foiling process on that. So Flex, another Chromai, and Brandwith Cinderclaw, and Dromai, and an Ashwing. Get out of the way a little bit. We'll get that into a sleeve eventually here. Yeah, when the dragons actually first came out, the first weekend, pre-release weekend, people were way overpaying for it. Actually got most of my boxes from Strategic Planning and Rake the Embers. I got most of my boxes that I was going to open from trading. I drafted Marvel. I drafted one of these sets, and I pulled the Marvel in the first pack of the draft. And I was like, well, okay, I'll keep it. And then after the draft, one of the players offered to buy it from me, so I said sure. Weathervane, Rise Up, and then Brother in Arms. And he paid quite a bit of money for it, way more than they're worth now. But it definitely helped me get into a couple boxes for fairly inexpensively, so that really helped propel my collection here. Permafrost, Avoli, and then Dust Runner Outlaw, and we got ourselves Fee and Ash token. Alright, I'm looking for something spicy. Come on, one more spicy hit. Maybe another cold foil, that'd be really cool. Maybe two. Legendary and cold foil, Engulfing the Flame. Oh, we did get a mythic dragon. We got Dominia. This, as a marble, is crazy expensive, but even outside of that, these are still pretty good. And that is the dragon mythics. They are powerfully bonkers. And then we got foil rare Permafrost. And that's good. We're getting some pretty good pulls. Looks like I'll have all of the dragons I'm going to need to play some Dromai, which I'm probably going to end up playing a little bit of. Alright, Transmogrify, Dampen, and Frosting into a Frostbite and a Dromai. Yeah, so this is Flesh and Blood, and this Uprising set that they just released is, I don't know, it reinvigorated a lot of the player base. They felt like liquefied. That is nasty. Are you seeing that? That dude is falling apart. Like his face is all melting. Ugh. Yuck. A lot of the player base was reinvigorated. I'm really excited that the way that LSS kind of is handling the cold foil and the rainbow foil and the mythics and the legendaries and the new set moving forward, I think it really kind of alleviated some of that pain of the unlimited to first edition stuff. And while I know some people are like, "Why can't I have my first edition?" I actually really appreciate it. I think this was a good way, kind of bridging the two gaps. Because I'm not gonna lie, because I'm kind of an early adopter at this game, I kind of didn't really want any of the unlimited stuff. Because, like, why would I? but the collectors and stuff were pricing the unlimited stuff so high that it was not really very advantageous to go out and buy. Insidious Chill is good. So I stayed away from some of these things. I didn't buy as much as I would like to, and I saved boxes and boxes of it in my closet instead of opening it up. But Uprising was printed well enough where you can open the boxes. You're not feeling like you're just throwing money out the door opening the boxes. And you're getting your legendaries and your cold foils and everything in the same box. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really feeling like we should have had another big hit, but I'm feeling a little underwhelmed. Feeling a little bit like maybe, just maybe, we're getting these are the damaged boxes. These are the boxes that, like, once you've pulled the 2 legendaries out of a case, they threw the leftovers in a pile, and that's what you're left with. So maybe that's what we're seeing here. Dampened, lays headlong into a but like I said, for the price I paid for them, it's not bad. It was under $60, which is pretty good, seeing as these things they're holding their $70 to $80 price tag right now. So getting them for cheap felt pretty good. It was worth the risk, in my opinion. Though I don't know if I'd buy from this seller again, as these are pretty weak boxes. These definitely feel manipulated in some way, so I'm going to assume that they are, because this is a lot of packs to pull without seeing a legendary at all. These legendaries in this set are pretty common, and not to see one of them in 2 boxes, pretty underwhelming. It may be possible we'll open that 3rd box and see we got ourselves another Majestic. That's what we expect to see when with boxes that don't gonna have any legendaries in them, is a bunch of Majestics. Oops. A bunch of Majestics and nothing really else. They probably missed the Marvel, because the Marvels are a little more common, but all in all, it's looking like it's looking a little underwhelming. So until next time, guys, peace. All right, last and final box. This one is the least damage of them. Got a little rip at the top. I don't believe these boxes have been opened and then I don't believe that. What I do believe is that these boxes were manipulated in a way basically calling like dead boxes. When Flesh and Blood is encased, you can not guarantee, but you can usually bank on like 2 hits per two big hits per case. So what I have a sneaking suspicion is happening is, well, shoot. I think what happened is the 2 hits per case are found, and then the remaining boxes are then thrown to the side and sold off. Well, what I learned was probably a good idea not to buy cards from a man in a van. That is the lesson to be learned. So, Dampened, Invoke Chromai, and Oasis Respite. That's been seeing a lot of play. So I'm not expecting to hit anything big in this box either. Like I said, I have a sneaking suspicion that we'll find the little treasures. The goodest news is we did buy it from a man in Tome of Duplicity. Really cool card. You look at the top 2 cards of your deck, then banish 1. If it's a non-attack action card, you may play it this turn as though it were an instant. This is basically the same ability that Icelander has, but it's done in card form, so that's pretty great. Anyhow, yeah. So it's a little bit of a bummer, and nobody likes to. Everybody wants that Gambler's Premium, but I still feel like I'm getting a good supply of the cards that I was looking for. I've been kind of wanting to. Well, we did get another cold foil. This time it's Quelling Slippers, the cold foil common. It's looking more and more like what was happening is that we got the box we got the boxes that the legendaries were pulled from before these boxes were opened, and these boxes were relegated as garbage boxes thrown into the to sell cheaply. So we're doing all right though. We bought the boxes for well under MSRP. I paid, I think $57 a box, and there was 3 of them. So, like, realistically, I feel like I'm doing all right in that department. I'm not over my head, and I am, like I said, getting a bunch of the cards that I was hoping to get. Fills out my collection. It gives me a lot of the mythics and rares that I wanted, as well as lets me to open boxes. And realistically, that's what I want to do. I want to open boxes. I want to open boxes because there's another mythic. I guess I'm not tracking mythics this time. I want to open boxes mainly because it's fun. It's fun to pull these cool chromey cards. I mean, look at this. That looks fantastic. And you guys can't quite see it on the video here, but it's got this interesting. It's got an interesting foiling process on it. It's way different than the standard rainbow foils. They just look outstanding. Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, they've done some pretty interesting stuff with their foiling process and their chase cards as of recently. They're but I'm not gonna lie. Legend Studios has got this foiling thing pretty much figured out. It's bonkers how tight their foiling process is, and just how outstanding it is to try to chase them down. They're fun. Rapid reflexes, strategic planning, and a regular foil tide flippers. Not a bad card, really. I think it's what's funny is it's a poor man's Snapdragon scaler, but at the same time, like, Snapdragon scalers aren't very expensive, so not really too bad, but it's still a good card. I think it's gonna find its use. People are gonna use it. I think it's cards like that will help Legend Story kind of retire certain cards like Snapdragon. They don't have to print them as much because you have cards that are doing something similar, maybe not as quite as powerful. Hey, we got Endry, Brain Freeze, and then nothing. So I think we got the full Dragon Cycle at this point. Well, I think we're actually missing a couple of the Majestic Dragons, of course, but we're doing pretty good in that department. Transmogrify and in Burn Moss Empire. You won't get any of the dragons in the regular foil slot. The only way you can get the foil dragons is in the cold foil slot or the regular rare or majestic slot. They did not print a rainbow foil version of the dragons, which is interesting. It probably has something to do with the fact that they're flip cards. Ultimately, I think that's probably what it was. Alright, Engulfing Everflame, Chrome Eye, and Rapid Reflexes. So, alright, last stack. Cheap boxes. I've overpaid for these cold foils, apparently. Aether Dart. It's pretty much what you could say. I overpaid for cold foils. But I did get to enjoy opening a couple boxes and getting them on video, so in the long run, it'll be worth it. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Big box, Brother in Arms foil. And keep hoping maybe we'll pull a crazy Marvel. Like, maybe they may have got all the legendaries, but they didn't quite get all the Marvels, and we'll pull that fantastic Super Marvel. That'd be really cool. Or maybe we'll get something interesting. Weatherbane. We haven't got this one. This is Venseraki. I can't pronounce that name. So they've done a pretty good job with the dragons. They feel really balanced, which this game has done a very good job of keeping balance. I kept thinking like the balance would get way out of whack, but it keeps figuring a way to keep everybody feeling pretty solid. Like, some of the earlier heroes feel a little weak in comparison to some of the new ones until you play them, and like you're like, wow, I stayed into that game, or I even won that game. Like, it's pretty good. Ice Eternal, Flex, and Dust Up. I've never been a big fan of Rhinar or Katsu, so I don't really know how they play. I know Ira, I think she's better in Blitz, and I think Fi is better as a ninja. Combustion Point, Transmogrify. But Bravo's still solid, and I think Dorinthia is still pretty solid. I know some people have been trying to work out like Bolton and Leviathan. She is. I like Leviathan, though. I think somebody in the community just won some stuff with Leviathan recently, which is pretty cool. Like, seeing her with some victories under her belt, pretty good. Flex, Fendrils, and Aetherhail. And then nothing. Yeah. Fairly certain that's what we got. We got a bunch of dead boxes, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna talk to that guy and be like, what is wrong with you? Like, that's not a very cool deal, but he'll come back with, I didn't charge anything for it. Well, we did get another Marvel. We ended up with the same one. But still, that's pretty cool. We got two Marvels. We got at least 2 hits in this box. 2 cold foil beautiful cards in this box. That's not bad. Maybe we still have a chance at a foil something. Maybe. No, Icebind. Hoping for something in that close. We got 2 packs left. The last 2 packs, maybe something crazy. Let's see. We got ourselves Rapid Reflex, Bog Down Mythic, Sigil of Permafrost, and nothing. Last pack. Let's get a Blood of Drakai. Legendary or fabled something. What's crazy is how much metal shavings are all over this. All over this. The packs are disintegrating all over the cards. So strategic planning. That's Verisakai. Seal of Protection. No Blood of Drakai. So, alright guys, our pulls for this last box, the last dead box, was a cold foil common in Quelling Slippers. And our second Chromai Legendary Dragon. Alright guys, peace, and until next time, bye.